NFL. In today's wild card matchup, victory is the only option for these two teams. It's the Eagles going up against the Seahawks.
Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Evergreen State and CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember meeting him when he was playing at Cal, and I remember walking away thinking, instead of having Rodgers stitched on the back of his jersey, it should just say confidence, because that's how he felt about his own abilities and his ability to elevate a team.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Rodgers going to run the option here left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Rodgers to throw on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Fielded just inside the 20. Spinning away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 at a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Freeman again, a first down carry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. And you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
The play clock's running down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And now back out comes the offense. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. I got to tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get to host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason, and the champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
On play action, now Rodgers. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Got his target, Samuel. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, That'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now on first down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That throw good for 4. It's second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on third.
Thinking pass all the way.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. So 1 quarter in the books here the opening weekend of the NFC playoffs. 0-0 our score. We'll be back to Seattle right after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Ah, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Dominique Easley in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reversed red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. It's brought in left side by Tate. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. He won't go down. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Throwing on 2nd down. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no 1st down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Remain in a scoreless first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down.
Let's go. Watch him now, Barney.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Back to throw here. And this is caught at the 8. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Again, it's Kamara. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
Legal block in the back. Offense.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA halftime report. The Seahawks have controlled the flow, but it hasn't given them a big advantage. The Eagles won't care how much their offense is on the field as long as they find a way to advance in these playoffs. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. at the end of the first quarter. Samuel's able to get open here, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to their own 47-yard line. Offense out now following the turnover. Easily, he's got to take down the QB here. This will go for a loss of 7. Eagles now late in the second. Bray's got nobody around him on the catch, and he's going to go 24 yards for the score. That puts them up by a touchdown. So that's all for us here at the EA Sports Studio. We'll get you back out to the field now for some more playoff action.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
To throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Third down, he'll drop to throw. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on him for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Oh, he shifts past him. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Rodgers now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Shepard. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And some room to roam now. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
319! 319!
Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Rodgers now to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
To the ground, it's Kamara. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
The most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. Oh, now he bowls Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Freeman, 67 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Tucker now to add the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal,
for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On first down, Rodgers out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. So we've got a 2nd and 5. Here's Rodgers. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
All right, now the Seahawks face a big two-point conversion attempt. Rodgers operating from the gun. Incomplete. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And right now, they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a two-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And some room to work. Freeman with a fast feet. And he's brought down after a good gain. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll need to get the play off quickly. A handoff. Devontae Freeman. Freeman with a fast feet. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Back to throw. And Rudolph has it left side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Freeman again. Oh, fighting off the defender. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Eagles on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Freeman at tailback. He's got it running left. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. this one is right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. The numbers tell the story, not the best start, but it's not often how you start, it's how you finish. And since that start, he's been good.
Can you just imagine what was going on in the locker room with the defensive coordinator? Because things were working so well. His game plan was in effect. They were holding him down. He was off his game. But you just know that he was nervous at halftime because you don't hold a guy like that down for very long. And in this case, his fears were realized.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down. And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
319!
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night